Uploading only very big matter. It's done, right? Bullet is moving forward and then gun is recoiling backward. So only we are getting here minus. So write that. Here negative symbol indicates, the negative sign indicates that, negative sign indicates that gun is recoiling in, gun is recoiling in backward direction. Gun is recoiling in backward direction. Now, one more thing is, whenever I have taken a shell of mass m, now before exploding it is in rest. After exploding, it is getting divided into two fragments. One of the fragment is how much mass, means small m. So that is moving with what velocity? v1 velocity. Let us consider that is moving with v1 velocity. Then second fragment will move with what velocity? That is the question. And also both the fragments will move always opposite to each other. So v2 will be there in this direction. What is the v2 velocity? Can you find out that? No. Can you find out that? What I said, listen properly. First of all, I said that a shell is at rest before exploding. After explosion, it is exploding into how many fragments? Two fragments. One is of mass m, another is different mass. So first mass is of with what velocity it is moving? v1 velocity. Second mass is moving with v2 velocity in opposite direction. I want you to find out the v2 value. Again, you have to apply the conservation of momentum only. Can you find out that? Write as a problem. A shell of mass capital M, a shell of mass capital M kept at rest explodes into two fragments. One of them is mass small m. One of them is mass small m. Moves with velocity v1. Moves with velocity v1. And the other fragment moves opposite to the first one. Then find velocity of second fragment. Very good. mv1, small m v1 by capital M minus small m. That is the answer. You got that? Try that. Try the remaining people. Try that. Collision topic. The same thing will come in collision also, but there I will not repeat. Okay, na? You have to do now itself. The small basic logic is, here m is gone, nothing but how much is remaining? M minus m. Only in that only answer is there. Yes, see here, m minus small m is remaining. Now again you have to apply the conservation of momentum. What is that? P initial is equals to P final. Before explosion is equals to after explosion. Before explosion, the shell is in rest. Rest nothing but velocity is how much? 0. If velocity is 0 means momentum also how much? 0 only. So that 0 is the momentum. After explosion, how many bodies are there? 2 bodies are there. So that momentum of the first one and then momentum of the second one finally. So momentum of the first one, what is the mass of the first one? mv1 plus mass of the second one is how much? capital M minus small m. So capital M minus small m into V2. That V2 only you have to find out. So from here clearly I can write that V2 is equals to what? Minus M V1 by capital M minus small m. I said in the problem itself it is moving in opposite direction. So only we got minus here. Correct? Then see that I am standing on a slippery floor. So I am just throwing some ball from my hand. Then what happens? What happens? I will fall down. I will fall down, no, obviously. So I will maintain a constant velocity. Okay. So I am throwing some ball from my hand. So that what happens? Ball will move forward and then I will move in backward direction, of course. For example, you are standing on the skating board. At that time you are blowing the air. Then what happens? You will stand like that only, you will move backwards. You will move backwards, right? Otherwise, whenever you are sneezing also, you will move backwards. Yes, anything that might be. So here one action is going in forward, then the other action will be in the backward direction, obviously. So in the same way, for example, a man is standing on a boat. A boat is floating on the water. Man is standing on the boat, man of mass small m, and then boat of mass capital M. Now this man is moving forward with a distance, how much? S distance. Then what happens? Man is moving forward with S distance. That is standing. He is standing on the floating water. Boat is floating on the water. Smaller boat only. So whenever he is moving in the forward direction, then what happens? Boat will move in backward direction. Only boat will move. Boat plus man will move. Boat plus man only. Why? Because man is there inside of the boat. Correct? So that boat plus man will move the same distance, otherwise different distance. Same distance. Are you sure about that? Is that same? Different. It will be different distance. The distance is different. Why? Because before first case who is moving? Only man is moving. Second case what happening? Both are moving. Before mass is different, after mass is different. Before mass is how much? Small m. After what is the mass? Capital M plus small m. Both are moving no in backward direction. So that before mass is different, after mass is different. Of course, man will move with more distance and then boat will move little bit only. Correct? Why? Because it is heavier than the man. Man can walk a distance of 10 meters. Then boat will move only 1 meter like that only. You understanding, right? So that you have to find out this distance. Can you find out that? Yes? Write the problem. A man of mass small m, a man of mass small m is moving a distance s, is moving a distance s on a small boat, which is floating on the water surface, then find distance moved by the boat. And whenever the man was walking, the boat is in rest only. See here, velocity momentum nothing but what is the formula? P is equals to mv. Displacement momentum nothing but mass into displacement. There is no confusion in that. Velocity momentum nothing but mass into velocity. Displacement momentum means what? Mass into displacement only. Otherwise, mv you can write as what? V you can write as displacement by time only. You can cancel time and time also. Anyhow we can do that. Again conservation of momentum only. ms by m plus m, that's it. ms by m plus m. Small m into s by m plus m, you will get the answer. How many of you got that? Raise your hands. Very less. Yes, good, good. Shall I? See that? P initial is equals to P final. Initially what happening? Man is moving, boat is not moving anywhere. After he is reaching the final point only, the boat is starting. Let us consider like that. So, here man is moving with what displacement? S displacement. At that time boat is in rest. Before the boat is in rest. So, that total momentum of the man and then momentum of the boat initially is equals to momentum of the man and then momentum of the boat finally. So, that momentum of the man is mass into velocity only, no? Instead of velocity, what I will take? Nothing but displacement momentum I will take. Mass into displacement of the man is S. Plus, before I said boat is in rest. After that, what happening? Whenever the man is moving in this direction, boat is moving in backward direction. Only boat is moving up, boat plus man are moving up. Boat plus man. So that small m, capital M into what distance they are moving? D distance. So that D is equals to ms by small m plus capital M. Of course in opposite direction. Minus ms by m plus m. Clear? Assignment. Write a problem. Yes. A person weighing 60 kg. A person weighing 60 kg. A person weighing 60 kg in a small boat. Of mass 140 kg. Which is at rest. Comma, throws a 5 kg stone. In horizontal direction. With a velocity of 14 meters per second. Then find the velocity of boat. Immediately after the throw. immediately after the throw. Read the question properly first of all, don't do that directly. This is different, not like the same problem, this is different problem. ನೇತ್ರ ಹೋಗಿ ವಾಟರ್ ಬಾಟಲಿಂದ ವಾಟರ್ ತಗೊಂಬ, ನಮ್ಮ ಬಾಟ್ಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದೇ ಬುಕ್ ಕೊಡಮ್ಮ. Find out that. First of all, understand the situation what they have given. That's very important. Yes, very good. 7/20 or 0.35 I guess. What is the value in points? Calculate that. 0.35 na? Yes. Thank you. Seven by 20 is the correct answer. Yes. Understand the situation, don't do directly. Take initial momentum is equals to final momentum only again, but you have to understand which is moving forward, which is moving backward. That's very important. 7/20 you got? Yes, very good. How many of you got that? 7/20? Very less. Good, good. See that? Look at the board. They are saying that the man is there, man is moving, otherwise he is just standing. He is just standing on the boat. So he is just standing on the boat. Mass of the man is how much? 60 kg, and then mass of the boat is how much? 140 kg. See, whenever you see, if you don't get the answer, if you don't get the idea also, if you see this one 140 and then 60 direct value you are getting means something you have to add them. Correct? You should get, you have to think like that also. If you are not getting the idea means what you have to add means directly you can add them. 200 it is coming as exact round of value, nothing but you can add them directly. So here what the man is doing? The man is doing that he is throwing how much? 5 kg mass, 5 kg stone in forward direction. Then what happens? Boat will move backwards, otherwise boat and man will move backwards, boat and stone will move backwards, boat and man will move backwards. For example, we are standing on a skating board. So the man mass is how much? 60 kg, and then skateboard mass is how much? 140. We are throwing some object in forward direction. Then what happens? The person and then skateboard both will move in backward direction. Okay. Now that here you have to understand the P initial is what and then P final is what. P initial before firing or before throwing, everything is what? 0 only. Everything is 0. Nobody is moving or anywhere. Just everything is in rest only. After throwing what happening? We are having 3 momentums there. One is momentum of the stone, another is momentum of the man, another is momentum of the boat. Can I say momentum of the man and then boat together are same only? Yes, velocity is same only, not momentum, velocity is same. So that I can say that velocity of the stone plus velocity of the man and then boat. Momentum of stone and then momentum of the man and then boat. You are able to understand that initially everything is in rest, so that everything is 0. Finally, who is moving? Nothing but stone is moving forward and then boat and man are moving in backward direction. So that here 0 is equals to mass of the stone and then velocity of the stone plus mass of the boat and then mass of the man, mass of the boat and then mass of the man. With what velocity they are moving? Did they say any velocity? You have to find out the velocity only. Yes, you have to find out this velocity only. Then here 0 is equals to mass of the stone is how much? 5 kg and this one is how much? 14 plus this is how much? 140 plus 60. How much that is? 200 into V only you have to find out. So that V is equals to how much you will get? 7 by 20. That's it. In opposite direction, of course. Understand, right? So before throwing the stone, everything is in rest. So total initial momentum is how much? 0. After he throwing, then what happening? Boat and man are moving in backward direction. Stone is moving in forward direction. So that how many bodies are moving here? 3 bodies are moving. One is stone. Moving with what velocity? I think they are saying 14 meters per second. And then next who are moving? Man and then boat. Both are moving with the same velocity, so that is how much? V. Stone is going forward and then man and both are moving in backward direction. So that man mass is 60 and then boat mass is 140. So totally together is how much? 200 into the velocity of the boat plus man, that plus here mass of the stone how much they have given? 5 and then velocity is how much? 14. So that total velocity is how much you got here? 7 by 20 meters per second. Of course minus here. Why? Because stone is going forward along the positive x-axis. The boat is moving in which direction? Along the negative x-axis. So only here minus we got. Understand it clearly? Yes. Copy that. Right? A spacecraft of mass 2000 kg, a spacecraft of mass 2000 kg moving with velocity of 600 meters per second, 600 meters per second, suddenly explodes into two pieces. Suddenly explodes into two pieces. Full stop. One piece of mass 500 kg is left stationary. Mass 500 kg is left stationary. Then find the velocity of other part. Find the velocity of other part. Before explosion, after explosion, that's it. $200? No. Yes, very good. 800 is the correct answer. Yes, good. 800 is the correct answer. Emma, Banta answer, second bench girl. Banta answer. Yes. I thought you were sleeping. Done. 800 is the correct answer. So before explosion, the total momentum initial is equals to total momentum final. Here spacecraft is moving with what velocity? They're saying 600 meters per second. 600 meters per second of how much weight? 2000 kg. So after going to some distance, it suddenly explodes into two pieces. One of the piece of mass, how much they are saying? 500 kg. So 500 kg is coming into rest. Coming into rest, nothing but what happening? Velocity is how much? 0. Let me take, this is the m1 and then its velocity v1 is equals to how much? 0. Then m2 is how much? Obviously, totally how much? 2000. Na? In 2500 is gone, nothing but how much is remaining? 1500. 1500 kg is remaining. With what velocity it will move, they are asking. Understand, right? Now, total momentum initially, total mass is how much? 2000 kg before explosion. With what velocity it is moving? 600. That is equals to, finally how many fragments are there? 2. First one is P1 and then P2 you have to do. P1 is how much? Of course, 0. 500 into 0 gives you 0. Second one is how much? 1500 into the velocity v2 you have to find out. Then here this is 2000 into 600. 2 zeros gone, and then whatever v2 is equals to how much you will get here? 800 meters per second. That is the answer. Next one is, right, find momentum of third fragment. Find momentum of third fragment if a bomb gets exploded. If a bomb gets exploded into three pieces, of masses m1, m2, m3, and moving with velocities v1, v2, v3. This is a little bit related to the vectors. Whoever came newly, just listen properly. So here, what happening? They are saying that one bomb is getting exploded into how many pieces? 3 pieces. So before explosion, that is of course in rest only. So total mass is how much? Let me take capital M is the total mass. Initially, what is the velocity? It is in rest. After that, this is getting exploded into how many pieces? 3 pieces of mass m1, m2 and then m3. The velocities is v1, v2 and then v3. You have to find out the p3 value, momentum of the third particle. So here, after explosion, let me take the first particle is moving in this way, second one is moving in this way and then third one is moving in this way. Yes, the angle between the first and second is how much? Theta I have taken. Now, what is the conservation of momentum? Momentum initial is equals to momentum final. Before explosion, after explosion. Before explosion, what is the momentum? M into 0 only, no? Total it is 0. 0. After explosion, how many pieces are there? 3 pieces. So that what will get here? P1 plus P2 plus P3. Vectors we will take. Why? Because we don't know the directions there. Then P3 is equals to what I can write simply? P3 bar is equals to what I can write? Minus of P1 bar plus P2 bar. P3 is equals to minus of P1 plus P2. This is only the answer. But here, what happening here? We are getting the addition in vector form. So if I say R bar is equals to A bar plus B bar. What is the magnitude of R bar? What is the magnitude of R bar? Under root A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta, right? This is the magnitude of the resultant vector. Then if I have A bar in this direction and then B bar in this direction, where we will get the resultant? Diagonal only, right? Co-initial vectors, those are diagonal, parallelogram law of vectors only. Yes. Now R bar is equals to what I can write? A bar plus B bar. Now modulus of R bar is equals to under root A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. Now can I say the R bar is equals to A bar plus B bar here? Yes, of course, addition of that only, right? Then what is the resultant direction? Alpha, tan alpha is equals to what? Tan alpha is equals to what? B sin theta by A plus B cos theta. Do you remember this formula? Yes, the direction of the resultant vector is tan alpha is equals to B sin theta by A plus B cos theta. Yes, you remember, right? Now, in the place of A, what I am having? P1. In the place of B, what I am having? P2. That's it. Now, where the resultant will come? You forget about this one. I have A bar and then B bar. Where the resultant will be? Exactly diagonally. That is how much? Let me take, that is P3. Instead of R, what I am having? P3. P3 is equals to what I can write? P1 bar plus P2 bar. Correct? But this P1 bar plus P2 bar is exactly opposite to P3. So that what I can write? P3 is equals to what I can write? P1 minus of P1 plus P2. That is what I got here. P3 is equals to minus of P1 plus P2. Understand this one? Yes. In the vector form also you can get the answer. Otherwise from the conservation of momentum also you can get the answer. Conservation of momentum is initial momentum is equals to final momentum. Initially the bomb is in rest. So that momentum is how much? 0. Finally the bomb is getting exploded into how many pieces? 3 pieces. So momentums are P1, P2 and then P3. So that P3 is equals to minus of P1 plus P2. If you don't understand this one directly, you can do this only. Yes. Now R is equals to A plus B. What is the magnitude of R? Under root A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. So that now tell me modulus of P3 is equals to what? Under root P1 square plus P2 square plus 2P1 P2 cos theta. That's it. P3 is equals to under root P1 square plus P2 square plus 2P1 P2 cos theta. What is the direction of this resultant here? Alpha is equals to, tan alpha is equals to what? Tan alpha is equals to what we got? B sin theta by A plus B cos theta. Instead of B, what we are having? P2. Instead of A, what we are having? P1. So that clearly what I can write? P2 sin theta by P1 plus P2 cos theta. Understand, right? So this is the P3 is equals to the sum of P1 vector and then P2 vector. Sum of the vectors nothing but you have to find out the magnitude at that time under root A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta is the general formula. Everybody knows that. In maths also you will get, right. So under root P1 square plus P2 square plus 2P1 P2 cos theta. Then after that I want the direction of that resultant. To find out the direction of that result, we have the formula of tan alpha is equals to B sin theta by A plus B cos theta. Instead of B, what I am having here? P2. Instead of A, what I am having here? P1. That's it. I substitute everything here. Tan alpha is equals to P2 sin theta by P1 plus P2 cos theta. Clear? Copy that.